Yo, what is cracking? Cause it is your boy Cypher, and here today bringing you guys my team builder for week 3, season 3 of the Major Pokemon League. And today we are going to be team building for Byser and the San Francisco 49Tales. Make sure you guys go check out Byser. Both of his links will be in the description below. If I sound tired, I am tired because of work. This week has just been hectic, just because 4th of July week is going to be the busiest for what I do. And it's just been one hell of a week. I've been trying to get my MPL battle scheduled and stuff, and my MPL battle stuff, and it's just been a hectic week. So hopefully this week goes by with a good, nice, old-fashioned ass whooping in the MPL. So today I am here bringing you guys the team builder for my match against Byser. Make sure, again, go check them out, as well as go check me out. My Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram links are in the description below, right above Byser's. Definitely love the support from you guys. It's definitely awesome. But today we're here to bring you guys something. I've already done with this match with Byser, so I don't really want to give away anything. So I guess I'm just going to basically go over the sets of the mons, and obviously I'll let you guys see them actually in a few hours, because I am doing this a little late. But I really wanted to get one just because I seen everyone was actually active on the train for team building this week, so I really wanted to, like, okay, if everyone's team building, I might as well team build, because I wasn't going to team build at first, and I was like, you know what, I have to team build. It's been a tradition right now so far lately for this season, so it's been helping us win, so we have to keep going. So So today, as you guys see on my screen, here's our draft of Volcanion, Gliscor, Alakazam, Mega Venusaur, Kyurem Black, Milotic, Tentacruel, Bisharp, Gramble, and Pangoro. That is going to be my draft, but again, before we head into Byser's draft, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. You guys have seen my draft many times, but like I said, hit that thumbs up if you guys are excited for Detroit Liepards to hopefully go 3-0 or to fall to 2-1 against Byser. I'm going to go ahead and say it that this match was amazing. I mean, props to Byser. You got to give the man props for this match when you see it. But like I said, that's my draft right there, and we're going to go ahead and go into Byser. So Byser has a very powerful draft. He definitely has a lot of hyper offense, but it's defense as well. But today, with Byser's draft, it consists of Victini, Zapdos, Nidoking, Mega Heracross, Gengar, Ferrothorn, Blastoise, Haxorus, Diancie, and Azelf. A lot of stuff, key threats here. Versus my team, Victini does the most. V-Create, Fusion, or is it Fusion Bolt? It's one of those moves that it's gonna do a hell of a lot. Nidoking has a very big wall breaker if he does Choice Scarf it. A Mega Heracross, that mon is very scary. This mon has a base 185, or is it 185? Yeah, it's 185 attack, so we're gonna have to definitely watch out for that. We really don't want to switch it into anything. But other than that, he does have Gengar, Ferrothorn, Blastoise, Haxorus, Diancie, and Azelf. Like I said, he has a little bit of everything. He has hyper offense consisting with Victini, Nidoking, Mega Heracross, Gengar, Haxorus. Diancie can be kind of, you know, hyper offensive, as well as Azelf. His draft kind of like reminds me of my MPL season 1 team kind of a little bit. But yeah, like I said, Byser's a very unique team this year. I really like how he took the road of hyper offense, but as well as his defense too. Like hazards per se. You know, he has Ferrothorn, Diancie, Nidoking. What else? Azelf. You know, he has things to set up hazards as well, so that's going to be pretty good for Byser, to be honest, because hazards as well does a lot to my team, so we have to kind of like watch out for that. But he does have stuff to take away the hazards, like Blastoise and Zapdos. You know, those things can defog, Rapid Spin, you know, so those hazards are going to be kind of playing in his favor. Like I said, Byser's team definitely has a lot of everything. The only thing I'm really seeing that he lacks on his team is Fairy, so that kind of gives us an advantage if we wanted to bring Gramble. But other than that, I think we're pretty set with what we have. Again, definitely have to watch out for Zapdos, Victini, Nidoking, Mega Heracross, Gengar, and set up Haxorus if we can. But with that being said, let's go ahead and check out the team that I'm bringing. So today we're bringing Volcanion. I did forget to name these guys. These sets may be a little thrown off, but that's fine. But today we're bringing Volcanion, aka Booker Steam. And before we start his moveset, I really want to give a shout out to my boy Dench and my boy Aura for helping me build this team, just because, you know, they helped me build it, and obviously, you know, I want to give them a shout out. So today we're bringing Volcanion, aka Booker Steam, at level 50 with choice specs, Water Absorb. Now here's where the choice specs are going to come into play. This last move I was kind of iffy on, but it was Flamethrower, Steam Eruption, Sludge Wave, and Will-O-Wisp. I was kind of iffy about Will-O-Wisp, but then again I was like, you know what, say if I could predict the Mega Heracross switch for some stupid fucking reason if he does that, I can easily get a Will-O-Wisp on one of his physical attackers, even possibly for Haxorus if I wanted to, because Haxorus is a good switch just because I don't really get any ice moves or dragon moves, so it's going to be a good switch. But the thing is, if we can easily get that thing burnt, then we can obviously, you know, control that thing at the least. But like I said, Sludge Wave, Steam Eruption, and Flamethrower, it's going to be hitting super hard with the choice specs. Obviously, we have 12 in HP, 252 in special attack, and 244 in speed, obviously with a nice and powerful Modest Nature. Volcanian's going to be doing a lot of work this week just because he doesn't really have too many switches for it. It's even doing a nice two-hit quit with Steam Eruption onto his specially defensive Zapdos. So we're definitely going to have to, you know, keep Volcanion alive. Again, like I said, Stealth Rock's going to be a big part for Byser's side if he can actually get them up, or if we can actually remove them. But next time on, we have Queenie, aka Milotic, at level 50 with the Wakon Berry, which I will get back to. But we have the Marvel Skill ability, obviously with 244 in HP, 20 in defense, and then 244 in special defense with a Bold Nature. Yeah, okay, it's right there. But he has a Bold Nature, obviously. Marvel Scale. Now here's where it's going to be kind of like a combo, you know what I'm saying? So we have the Wakon Berry and I have Mirror Coat. The reason why I have the Wakon Berry is because Zapdos is a very big switch for Milotic. Now but Volcanion is very weak to Zapdos as well. So say if I have Milotic here and he's like, okay, I'm going to go into Zapdos. He goes into Zapdos, he's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I can just Thunderbolt because his team is pretty weak to Thunderbolt. So as he's going to go for Thunderbolt, boom. The Wakon Berry can eat it up, and I deliver a Mirror Coat, and that's going to one-shot the Zapdos. So that's what I'm really hoping for, that we can actually get out of that. Obviously, so it's going to kind of like play like that, or if any of his mons like Gengar have Thunderbolt, or Victini has Fusion Bolt, or whatever move it gets, or Bolt Strike. Bolt Strike, that's what it is. If he gets Bolt Strike, then obviously we can easily eat it up, and then obviously, you know, deliver back a Mirror Coat. At that range of Victini's, then I might as well go for Scald, though. But yeah, that's going to be basically Milotic this week. She's basically going to be the coverage for Zapdos, but as well as recovering and Ice Beaming, obviously, because Ice Beam, you know, he has Nidoking, Haxorus, you know, those mons kind of get eaten up by the Ice Beam. So that's going to be Queenie this week. Nothing really special to her. Just basically they're going to be that coverage set for Zapdos, hopefully. But next we have Kieran Black, aka Space Jam, at level 50, obviously with the Choice Scarf. We really want Kieran Black this week to survive, because like Byser's Victini, Kieran Black is going to be our check for everything on his team. So today we're going to be running a special Kieran Black with Earth Power, Ice Beam, Fusion Bolt, and Outrage, with 84 in attack, 252 in special attack, and 172 in speed. Obviously 172 to speed create Victini if he's not Choice Scarfed. Obviously we're going to be running Outrage over Dragon Pulse just because since I have a base 170 attack and Outrage is a base 100 attack, I'm pretty positive, or if not, it's a different, what is that base thing? It is base 120. Okay, so it's base 120. Since it's base 120, it basically does more. It does more than a actual special modest Dragon Pulse. So we have to actually keep Outrage just because Outrage does hit a lot of things on his team. Fusion Bolt obviously for coverage, and I think the only thing we're covering with him is going to be I believe Zapdos, I'm correct. Zapdos and Blastoise, yeah, because Blastoise is going to be a big part of his team. I think just with Rapid, you know, obviously having the Rapid Spins for like hazard control, and it does do a pretty good chunk to my team. So that's going to be Kieran Black, obviously with 252 in special attack, 172 in speed, 84 in attack, obviously with the mild nature, just so we can get that special attack up. Again, like I said, Kieran Black is going to be the mon to keep around. I'm just going to go ahead and say that just because it does so much to his team. Like Earth Power can hit Nidoking, Diancie, Victini especially. Victini's going to be one big mon, but like I said, Ice Beam for Nidoking, for Haxorus, Gengar should hit pretty hard, but you know, Heracross obviously, you know, wouldn't want to take either of those well either. But like I said, Ice Beam for Zapdos as well. It does a good chunk to Azelf. So you know, it's basically like the moveset that we have for Kieran Black. It just hits everything hard. It's gonna at least almost do half, maybe even more than half at that point. Like I said, I'm really happy with this Kieran set. Like you know, Aura and Dench did help me build. I am just so tired. Oh, it's so ridiculous. But our next mon here is going to be the Bisharp. Bisharp here, aka Duke Nukem. He's going to be level 50, obviously holding the Focus Sash with Defiant ability. He is going to be our leads mon, so we're going to have Stealth Box on him just so we can for sure get the Stealth Box. Now again, Byser does have hazard control with Zapdos and Blastoise, so that's going to be kind of hard to initiate, get some initiative with it. But we're basically running the triple dark move, obviously, with knockoff, pursuit, and sucker punch. Obviously knockoff to knock off Mon's moves, or not moves, items, sorry. Pursuit is definitely going to be to pursuit trap Victini. That's definitely going to be a thing this week. We have to see if we can work that in there, just because it does a shit ton. It probably will one-shot, if I'm correct. It should do a lot to Victini. And then obviously Sucker Punch, just in case if we are left in with Victini for, say, just the last move, or any other mons just in general, we can obviously Sucker Punch. Now, I don't see him bringing Diancie, just because if we are max speed Bisharp with a Jolly Nature, we should be killing with an Iron Head for a fact. So that's why I don't really see him bringing Diancie, just because obviously Diancie doesn't really do much against my team. I mean, granted, it's Fairy type for Kieran Black, so say if he wanted to, I don't know, just, see if he could live a hit from Kieran Black, and then obviously deliver back a, a Diamond Storm, or possibly like a Moonblast, I don't know. But like I said, I definitely have checks for Diancie, so I don't really see him bringing Diancie. But that's going to be Bisharp, obviously 248 in HP, 100, 252 in attack, obviously with 8 in defense, and with an adamant nature. So that's going to be Bisharp, really. He's just basically going to be that set where you just lead off, get your Stealth Rocks up, withdraw him, and then bring them in when you need to. Like I said, I know Byser prepped really hard for Bisharp, just because like Kieran Black, Bisharp does do a lot to his team, but we kind of have to use Bisharp as bait this week, if that makes sense. So that way Kyurem and Volcanion can sweep, and we also need another mon that can sweep his team, that we had to identify our biggest threat, which is going to be Alakazam, aka Magic Johnson here. Magic Johnson here does do a very good chunk to Byser's team, just because obviously he gets a very wide move pool. So today we're going to be running Magic Johnson at level 50 with the Focus Sash. Little disclaimer that Synchronize was not supposed to be its ability, it was actually supposed to be Magic Guard. But unfortunately, I forgot to switch it to Magic Guard, and Dench, who gen my team, saw oh, hey, he's probably going to have Magic Guard, so we'll just keep it. Or I'm sorry, not Magic Guard, Synchronize. So either way, we have Synchronize this week. If it comes into play, awesome. If not, oh well, it doesn't really matter. But today we're going to be running Shadow Ball for Victini, Psychic for Mega Heracross, and more. Dazzling Gleam definitely going to be for Hack-Source and Hack-Source only, and Hidden Power Fire is going to be for Ferrothorn. I was thinking about running Focus Blast, but Hidden Power Fire definitely seemed a little more safe. And the thing is, I can, if anything, I can at least hit Gengar with a Hidden Power Fire. I can't hit him with the Focus Blast. So that's going to be Alakazam, obviously with 76 in HP, 248 in special attack, and 184 in speed, obviously with a timid nature. So like I said, we assess the threats with Alakazam, Kyurem, and Volcanion. Those three mons are going to be the biggest threats to Byser's team, because we're going to have to play a Hyper Offense with Hyper Offense on this one. Even if he wants to run some special bulk in Zapdos, we still have coverage for it, like Milotic as well as Kieran Black, because Kieran Black, as long as we can get Zapdos in maybe possible Stealth Rock range, or if we can actually trap him with Milotic, then that's going to be kind of good for us. So like I said, that's going to be Magic Johnson here. One big thing is, since I am synchronized, that means we are going to need some nice and powerful hazard removal just for having Kyurem and Volcanion here. So we're definitely going to need something to remove hazards, and that's why we're going to be bringing Tentacool, aka Uzi, this week at level 50 with the Assault Vest, obviously Clear Body, with Scald, Hidden Power Fire, Dazzling Gleam, and Rapid Spin, obviously with 52 in HP, 252 in defense, and 204 in special defense, obviously with a Bold Nature. The reason why we're bringing a physically defensive Tentacool this week is just because Hack-Source is a thing. So that's why we're running Dazzling Gleam on him, because we need Dazzling Gleam to at least do some damage onto Hack-Source. So like I said, we want to run all offensive moves this week with Tentacool, so we're bringing Scald, Hidden Power Fire, Dazzling Gleam, Rapid Spin, so we can get the Assault Vest. Obviously, Rapid Spin is going to be our hazard control, and then that way we can get that up as soon as we can, but also be defensive at the same time. Obviously, Dazzling Gleam for Hack-Source, just because it's the only thing that really hits Hack-Source. Hidden Power Fire was actually for Ferrothorn, just because I really didn't have a lot of Ferrothorn check besides Choice Specs Volcanion, so I definitely wanted to run a little more coverage just in case it comes in a scenario for the final part of the battle where he has Ferrothorn and I have nothing to take it on, So I need something that I could at least have cover on each of my mons, except for Bisharp and Kyurem, obviously. But like I said, you know, it's just basically that common moveset on a Assault Vested Tentacool, and obviously Scald for stab, and if we get a burn, that's just an added plus. So that's actually going to be the team that I'm bringing you guys against Byser. If you guys are hyped for the match, then make sure you hit that thumbs up down below. It's going to be greatly appreciated because your Detroit Liepards are again going 2-0 right now. If we can go 3-0, that's going to be awesome. Like I said, disclaimer, this match is going to be insanely good, and again, props to Byser for prepping so well against my team. There was a couple of things where I did misplay, but you guys will catch that in the match. But with that being said, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Again, make sure you guys go check out Byser. All his links will be in the description below, as well as mine, my Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. Go check me out. It's, you know, it's lit. We stay lit over there. But with that being said, make sure you guys hit a thumbs up down below. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new, because we try to post Pokemon content, you know, pretty frequently. And with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. So please have yourselves a great morning, night, evening, day, wherever you're at, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. What is cracking, cuz? See ya.